Hey, man, so Shakur Stevenson says that a couple of things. That him and Team Alifu is the biggest fight, and it's to see who the leader of the new school is. And that Gervonta Tank Davis and Jake Paul don't count as the biggest fight because it's some WWE-ish. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. I'm also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is my issue. And Shakur also said Terrence Crawford is the face of boxing. That's a new narrative everybody is pushing right now. He's the face of boxing. He's the face of boxing. Crazy. Crazy. So the numbers weren't the numbers that they were because of Canelo. It was Bud Crawford. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Niggas is crazy. If y'all want to say he the face of boxing, then cool. He'll be the face of boxing for 2 months. He'll be the face of boxing for 2 months till Tank fight again. How you the face of boxing when you just participated in an event that in all likelihood probably lost hundreds of millions of dollars, depending upon what Turkey paid y'all. But okay, whatever, bro. That's a whole nother conversation. I want to talk about Shakur Stevenson and what he had to say. This is my issue with him. Shakur fans watching this video. It's the delusion. It's the delusion. Him and Team Alifu Lopez will not be fighting to be the leader of the new school, bro. They won't. I'm going to start right there before I get to him shitting on the Jake and Tank Paul fight. I'm going to start right there, bro. Depending on what card they fight on, we can't even say that fight is going to be on a main event platform. We don't even know if they're going to be fighting in their own country. If Turkey is the one putting on the fight. And it's in February during Riyadh season. He just had a big-ass event in Las Vegas with Bud and Canelo. He gonna need, the Crown Prince got Turkey spending that money to further the agenda of Saudi Arabia. Nigga need a Saudi Arabia card real soon, a big one. Real soon. And with the fights that he's looking to put on and the people that he's putting on, are we so sure that he's going to make them the main event, much less a fight to see who the leader of the new school is? And then for you to be the leader of the new school, people got to be following you, bro. People don't follow them. People don't follow Shakur and motherfucking Team Alifu. As a matter of fact, last I checked, Shakur's still on his interview tour, and they still using Tank Davis' name to build that young man up. Not off his own merits. Team Alifu, same thing. Ain't nothing changed, bro. How you the leader when your biggest fight is still out there, and until you pass him, you can't be the leader of shit. You can't be the leader of shit, bro. Straight up. Like it's wild to me that you could say some shit like that if you in Shakur Stevenson's shoes, knowing damn well that you and Team Alifu are coming off of undercards, bro. Knowing that Turkey has put y'all in a position to where he's hurt your market value here in America, and if y'all fight, he may more than likely have y'all fighting somewhere in Saudi Arabia somewhere. And if he do bring y'all to America, you got to worry about him putting Chris Eubanks and Canelo Alvarez as the main event and throwing y'all on the undercard. Or Canelo Alvarez versus Conor being in the main event and throwing y'all on the undercard. Or bringing Hamza Shiraz back to America somewhere and throwing y'all on the undercard. Or putting you and Team Alifu on the undercard somewhere in the UK and you on the undercard of Alexander Usyk and somebody. You can't be the leader of shit when you not bringing people to the table. So no, they ain't fighting for the leader, nothing. They are a good fight. It's a damn good fight. I like the fight for sure. But Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney already fought, bro. Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia already fought. Devin Haney and already fought Lomachenko, bro. Y'all ain't really, like, Team Alifu already lost to George Kambosos. Y'all ain't really, like, you realize that Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. are fighting. And then if we just talking about leader of the new school, what if Brian Norman Jr. beat Devin Haney? What if Devin Haney beat Brian Norman Jr.? Won't Devin or Brian Norman Jr. have an argument for that? What if Tank Davis and Jake Paul happens and they do damn near 60 million people here in America? Because they damn sure about to outdo Bud and Canelo. For sure, based on the metrics that we have so far. How do you surpass them people that I'm naming? How do you put Shakur Team Alifu winner over somebody like Jesse Bam Rodriguez, who already has Sonny Edwards on his resume? Who already has motherfucking Juan Francisco Estrada, Carlos Cuadras, Rungvisai? Who's unifying titles, multiple division champion, putting on hellified performances, has fought top-level competition. How do they go above him? How do you put them above Jerron Boots Ennis, who's actually headlining in his own situation, putting on entertaining performances, bro? Not being put on undercards and shit. How you the leader of the new school? Because if you and Team Alifu happen, what if they announce Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz? Sorry, bro, you don't get to just say something because you hope that it's true and then just make it true. It's so many people that would have that title over those two. What about David Benavidez? Because Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, they all on the same card. Who undercard they on? No way possible. Abdullah Mason is also on that card. There's too many people that are doing a better job capturing the imagination of the fans and getting people eyeballs on them than motherfucking Shakur and Team Alifu, bro. That shit ain't huge. Now let's get to the other part. I'm trying to figure out how does Shakur Stevenson try to shit on Tank Davis for some shit that he would do himself. I can't stand this shit, bro. I can't stand this shit. Let me play for y'all 2 different clips of what Shakur Stevenson had to say about Tank Davis and Jake Paul, and I'm gonna come back and cook on it.
I don't think nothing in boxing is bigger than me and Tio right now. So, as far as like a real boxing fight, not none of that WWE shit. But yeah, real boxing fight, I think that nothing is bigger than that right now.
When you say WWE shit, what are you referring to?
I mean, there's a lot of WWE fights going on.
Yeah. Are you referring to Tank versus Jake?
Yeah, Buddy versus Jake is a WWE fight.
What do you mean by Buddy?
Buddy, that's his name.
To you?
I mean, they keep saying that I'm just saying his name, so I don't
okay.
like
come to you, or they do come to you in the future with a similar type of offer. Is that something that you would say, okay, hey, money's money and this is good money?
Yeah, but I got a lot of pride, bro. So like,
I know
my pride may kick in to where it's like, if I just had a draw with somebody, I may go do the rematch just because of the fact that the people think that this guy could beat me. So I want to shut y'all up and let it be known that this guy can't beat me. It's not no debate. So my pride may kick in, but then also, there's a lot of money on the table. I kind of get where he's at with it too.
Boy, them words be funny, boy, and they come back to bite you every single time, bro. First of all, right, let me say again, because I have to be clear with my audience. I don't like Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. It is a trash-ass fight. It is a garbage-ass fight. I'm not fucking with the fight. But I'm also not messing with a fighter in Shakur Stevenson's position trying to shit on the fight while simultaneously admitting that he would do the exact same thing, while simultaneously capping, saying that his pride may kick in to where he would just go do the rematch instead of taking that big-ass bag. Really? So how come your pride didn't kick in when Turkey Al-Sheikh was shitting on you and you apologized to him? You apologized to him for that bag and that opportunity. You went from calling them towel boys to letting him call you Tom and Jerry to saying some things is just a manhood shit. Some things is bigger than boxing. I'm a man first. Just to be the one apologizing and do exactly what the fuck he told you to do and take whatever he was offering and get that goddamn fight done. You just did that. But you would have too much pride to take 80 million, 100 million, 50 million, whatever it is for Tank Davis and Jake Paul to fight. That they making, you would have too much pride to take that. Man, please. Please, bro. You capping. And you stay capping, bro, all the time. This is my problem with Shakur Stevenson, dog. And then now you can tell he's so tight and he's so mad. As far as real boxing, me and T.O. is biggest. It's the biggest. Man, you and T.O. may not even, as I said in the previous video that we just shot, bro, him and or earlier in this video I said this shit, him and T.O. probably won't, you can't even guarantee they gonna be the main event on the card. Much less be bigger than what Tank and Jake got going on, my nigga. Like, stop playing, bro. And that's what people are trying to do. Like, there is a clear agenda, bro. I don't understand why people can't see it, bro. There is a clear agenda to try to act like Tank Davis is not the superstar that he is. You can see it. Oh, as far as a real fight, this one is bigger. As far as a championship fight, this Canelo and Crawford is bigger. Everyone is just conceding that, yo, Tank and Jake about to blow us all out the water. So let's denigrate it and shit on it in some form or fashion and just dismiss it, while simultaneously admitting that we would all do the same thing. From Eddie Hearn trying to shit on the fight while simultaneously trying to make the AJ and Jake Paul fight. Yeah. From Shakur Stevenson shitting on the fight in one interview, and in another interview he's saying, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I'll probably take that shit too. The shit is wild, bro. Same thing I said about Canelo and Crawford, I'm saying about this situation. To me, Shakur versus Team Alifu is a better fight. It is a fight that I want to see more. As a diehard boxing analyst, fan of the sport first, all of that shit. All of that shit. As a objective observer and a appreciator of good business and good power moves, right? There is nothing in the sport of boxing that is bigger than Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, bro. Nothing. Not a damn thing, fam. And people are trying to pigeonhole themselves because they know they're going to get blown out the water. There will not be a fraction of the people paying attention to Shakur Stevenson versus Team Alifu that are paying attention to Tank Davis and Jake Paul, bro. That's just dishonest ass hating. He don't even want to say the nigga name no more. He's so tight. He's so mad. He don't even want to say the nigga name no more. Buddy, yeah, you know Buddy versus Jake. Buddy versus Jake. That's some WWE shit. Buddy versus Jake. They be saying I'm saying his name, Buddy versus Jake. Now you don't want to say his name no more. But you just said his name when you was talking to Sway. This nigga is like, he's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type nigga. Like, 1 minute it's, oh goodness, I'm saying Tank name, what's up, this, that, and other. The next minute, and Buddy versus Jake. Buddy versus Jake. Nigga, we know who you talking about. The problem has never been Shakur Stevenson saying Tank Davis' name. The problem is Shakur Stevenson saying Tank Davis' name while doing nothing to try to make the fight happen. That's the problem that people have with you, Shakur. Newsflash. The issue is, you say you want to fight Tank Davis, but you signed the Matchroom. The issue is, you say you want all these fights, and fighters will be signed to Top Rank, fighters will be signed to Matchroom, fighters will be, oh, not Matchroom, fighters will be signed to Golden Boy, fighters will be over there on the PBC, and you'll pledge your loyalty to Turkey. For instance, you want to fight Team Alifu Telefimu. And you also said you want to fight Lamont Roach. You know who's not a part of either their team? Turkey Al-Sheikh. But you're using Turkey to go between to try to get those fights made because of money. Because you want the money that comes with Turkey. You want to get as much money as possible. And so as a result, you talk out of both sides of your neck. Well, I think I would have pride. I think I would have too much pride to do that. And, you know, my pride may kick in, but I understand. You're like, yeah, I mean, the money, I understand where you're coming from. And man, your pride ain't kicked in when it came to money yet. You done got on undercards for money, nigga. You done got on undercards and you done went across the world for money. You done did all kind of shit for money, bro. Apologize when a nigga really owe you an apology. But you gonna be like, yeah, I know I got this draw over here, and I can make like $10 million if I do this rematch with this draw. Or maybe even $20 million I do this rematch with this draw. Or I can get this $50 million over here, and then the draw, I can always come back to it. That's the problem that I have. Niggas is acting like Tank can't come back to Lamont Roach. He can't come back to, like, all you niggas is waiting on him. And if you really think about it, he's just making y'all get more money when y'all do fight him. That's all that's happening here, bro. So y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Shakur say him versus T.O. is the fight for the leader of the new school. And somehow him and Team Alifu is bigger than everything in the sport of boxing. And he is criticizing Tank or shitting on what Tank Davis is doing while simultaneously admitting that he would do it his damn self. As I told y'all, fans are going to be fans. We're going to do what we do because we're not in it. So we have the right to criticize. We have the right to make our opinions felt. Those of us that hate this fucking fight. But if you are a fighter that is in it, and you doing that shit knowing that you would take that same opportunity, bro, get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. Get all the way the fuck out of my face, bro. And specifically when you start talking about pride. How you got pride but you busted open for turkey? Get out of here, bro. Get all the way out of my face, fam. I'm not buying none of that shit. And you shouldn't either. But y'all let me know what y'all think of Shakur Stevenson's comments. Smash like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.